Book of Psalms 113, 115. I hate the double-minded, love your laws. I hope in your words. Depart from the evildoers and keep the commandments. 105, 13 through 15. I protected my prophets wherever they may travel. 82, 6. Ye are gods, but will die like humans. 50, 16 through 18. To the wicked, who are you to declare my statutes, seeing you hate instruction, says Creator. 16:4. Blessed with their lips, but curse you inwardly. 45:2. You're fairer than the sons of man, grace is poured upon your lips. Therefore, Creator has blessed you forever. 37:16. The righteous has more riches than the wicked, or has more than the riches of the wicked. 37:11. The meek shall inherit the earth. 37:1. Fret not because of the evildoers. 37:2. Shall soon be cut off. 37:3. Trust Creator and do what's good. 19:7. Law of Creator, converting the soul, making the simple wise. 22:16. They pierced my hands and my feet. I'm able to count my bones. 22:1. Why has thy forsaken me, so far from helping me? 22:6. Made like a worm, not a human, a reproach of humans and despised of them. 22:7. All that see me laugh me to scorn. They shout out of their lips and shake their heads, saying. 22:8. He trusted in the Creator, saying, the Creator will deliver him. Let it deliver him, seeing he has favor. 22:13. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and roaring lion. 22:11. Be not far from me, for trouble is near. There are none that help. 22:9. They took me out of the womb, or thy took me out of the womb, made me the hope when I was a babe. 22:14. I'm poured out like water. My joints are out of my bones are out of joints. Hard is like wax, melted in my bowels. 22:15. Strength is dried up. My tongue cleaves to my jaws. Thy has brought me to the dust of death. 22:17. I'm able to count my bones. They look and stare. 22:18. They divide my garments among themselves. 22:20. Deliver my soul from the sword, my darling from the power of the dogs. 22:21. Save me from the mouth of lions, for thy heard me from the horn of the unicorn. 22:22. I'll declare your presence in the midst of the congregation. I'll praise you. 22:23. Praise Creator, all those who respect thee. Seed of Jacob shall glorify thee. Seed of Israel as well. 22:24. Thy despise nor abhorred the affliction of the afflicted, nor hid thy presence from them. 22:26. The meek will eat and be satisfied. Those who seek Creator will give praise. 119, 18 through 19. Open my eyes that I may see wondrous things of the law. Don't take your commandments from me, for I am a stranger in the earth. 51:10. Make me a clear heart, O Creator, renew a steadfast spirit. 73, 1 through 3. Creator is good to Israel, as such those of a pure heart. 137, 8 through 9. Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy be those who repay you as you have served us. 83, 3 through 8. They've taken crafty counsel against your people, saying, let us cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel be no more. 63, 6-7. When I remember you on my bed, I meditate in the night hours or night watches. 49:11. They call their lands after their own names. 137:5. If I forget Jerusalem, the land of promise, make my right hand forget its skill. 52. So this is Isaiah. 52:1. Awake, put on your strength, O Zion. No longer will uncircumcised or unclean come unto you. 52:2. Loose yourself from the hand of your neck, O captive daughters of Zion, or Sion. 52:3. You sold yourselves for nothing, shall be redeemed without money. 52:7-9. How great upon the mountains are the feet of those bringing good tidings, restoring salvation. 52:10. Thy made bare thy holy arm. In the eyes of the nation, all the ends of the earth will see your salvation. 52:11. Depart and go from them. Touch nothing unclean. Be clean and be vessels of the Creator. 52:12. Shall not go in haste, nor by flight. Creator will go before you. Creator of Israel will be your reward. 52:13. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. 52:14. As many astonished at you. His visage was so marred, more than any man. His form more than any son of man. 52:15. So shall he sprinkle the nations. Kings shall shut their mouths at him. Shall see what's not been told to them, and consider what has not been heard. 53:1. Who has believed our report? To who is the arm of Creator revealed? 53:2. 53:2. He shall grow before Creator as a tender plant, as a root out of the dry ground. He has no form, no comeliness. When we see him, there's no beauty that we should desire him, or they should desire him. 53:3. He is despised and rejected of men. See here, a man of sorrow, acquainted with grief. They hid their faces from him. He's despised and they esteemed him not. 53:4. He surely bore their grief, carried their sorrows, yet did esteem him stricken, smitten of Creator, and afflicted. 53:5. He's wounded for their transgressions, bruised for their iniquities. Chastisement of peace was upon him. With stripes they are healed. 53:6. All like sheep have gone astray, have turned everyone to their own to their own ways. Creator laid on him the iniquity of them all. 53:7. He's oppressed and afflicted, yet he opened his mouth not. Brought as a lamb to the slaughter, as a sheep before the shearer is dumb, he opened his mouth not. 53:8. Taken from prison and from judgment, who shall declare his generation? He's cut off from the land of the living. For transgression of my humans he's stricken. 53:9. Made his grave with the wicked, with the rich in death, for he had done no violence, nor any deceit in his mouth. 53:10. It pleased Creator to bruise him. Thy put him to grief, soul in offering for sin. Shall see his seed, shall prolong his days. Pleasure of the Creator will be in his hand. 53:11. Thy shall see travail of his soul, and be satisfied. By his knowledge will my righteous servant justify many. 53:12. I will divide him a portion with the great and spoil with the strong, for he poured out his soul till death, made intercession for the transgressors. I believe, so this is 13:1. Let every soul be subjected to. Alright, so this is the book of Romans. 13:1. Let every soul be subjected to the higher powers, no power but of the Creator, the power ordained of Creator. 13:4. He's a minister of the Creator to thee for good. If you do what's evil, be afraid, for he bears not the sword in vain. He's the minister of the Creator, a revenger to execute judgment upon evildoers. And that is clearly not talking about the government, especially when you know the government goes against the laws of Creator. Zechariah 13:1. In that day a fountain will be opened to the house of Dawood for sin and uncleanness. 13:2. In those days I'll cut off those names of those idols out of the land. 13:7-9. Awake my sword against my shepherd, and men that are my fellows. Smite the shepherd, the sheep shall be scattered. Will turn my hand to the little ones. 3:1. He showed Yahushua the high priest standing before the angel of Creator, evil one standing at the right hand to resist him. 3:2. Creator said, I rebuke you, evil one. Jerusalem has been chosen by the Creator. This is a brand plucked out of the fire. 3:3. Yahushua was clothed with filthy garments and stood before the angel. 3:4. Take away filthy garments. I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee. Will clothe thee with the change of raiment. 3:5. Set Mitri upon his head and clothed him with the garments. The angel stood by. 3:6. Angel protested unto Yahushua, saying, 3:7. Says Creator, if you walk in my ways and keep my charge, you shall judge my house. 3:8. Hear now, Yahushua, the high priest, and your fellows that sit before you, for they are men wandered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch. 3:9. Stone I've laid before Yahushua. Upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. I'll engrave the graven. I will remove the iniquity of the land that day. 3:10. In that day shall call everyone their neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree. Yahushua 5:13. At Jericho, a man stood on the opposite side with his sword drawn. Yahushua asked, are you for us? 5:14. Nay, but I am the captain of Creator's army. 5:15. Take off your shoes, for where you stand is a holy place. Exodus 23:20. I send my angel before you, keep yourselves in the way. 23:21. Beware of him, obey his voice, for he will not pardon your sins. My soul is in him. 23:22. Obey, and he'll be an enemy to your enemies. 23:23. Shall go before you and bring you into the land you possess. Genesis 32:22-32. Jacob wrestled with the angels of Creator, one that was elevated / transformed. Joshua 14:6-15. Caleb and Yehuda came to Yahushua, made a special request for a land of inheritance. Yahushua granted and blessed him / them, really him. Psalm 72:1. Give thy king your judgment, thy righteousness to the king's sons. 72:2. Shall judge in righteousness. 72:4. Judge the poor, save the children of the needy, break in pieces the oppressor. 72:7. Righteous shall flourish, peace as long as the moon endures. 72:13. Will spare the poor and needy, save their souls. 72:14. Redeem the souls from deceit and violence. Precious shall be their blood in his sight. Liberation.